Welcome back. It's 6 p.m. I finished eating. I was thinking to just go to bed today, watch Netflix. But we could read the automotive industry. I was just to make some automotive industry video in my language Danish, and I think I have to do it in English, and I made 4 video about that this morning. I made a new playlist I called Automotive Industry, so I have to read about all the different kind of car brands and talk about cars and car models. And later, when I get outside, we can record about cars in the real world. We have something called a classic car house close to my home. A lot of old nice cars, but I have a lot of stuff. I have all this car brand open. Lexus, that's a luxury car brand from Toyota, Mazda, Suzuki, with all the Japanese, Mitsubishi, Isuzu, Daihatsu, Subaru, Nissan, Honda, General Motors, Ford, the American brand Ford Motor Company, Cadillac, that's all Imperial, but I did not open everything. But now I'm open from behind. I put it this other direction. The Opel, Mercedes-Benz, the German one, Mercedes-Benz Group, Audi. That's all the German brand. Dampfkraftwerke or steam power car. Old German car brand. I like to read about stuff like this. I like the old classic car too. Volkswagen Group, BMW, the Chinese, BRD Audi, Chinese, but that's a private Chinese, Geely Auto is a Chinese, private Chinese, that's a Chinese state-owned, Chinese state-owned auto manufacturer. That's the one beating. Automotive Group is a state-owned automobile manufacturer. That's Chevrolet. Renault, but let's start reading because it's hot in my living room. Then I have problem open the web pages. That's the automotive industry, but need to load. Go drink. It's 6:15. Need to close my door because this computer voice making a lot of noise. That was I was thinking about to get started today and start to make a new playlist and read this one, but then I had to cook food. And finish some Danish car videos about the automotive industry in South Korea. I did finish that in my language Danish. About Hyundai and Kia, the South Korean brand, Hyundai and Kia. But I will do the same in English. I do all over again in English. Like I explain, I start to get old. I don't have so much energy anymore to make all this video. So that's better. I invest my last energy as a YouTuber to make more English content. But I'm not going just to read about cars. We're going to looking at some real cars later. Going to looking at car dealers and car shops. Looking at some cars later. But my life need to change a bit. I need to lower my debt. I need to get new camcorder. I need to have some more money. I need to lose a bit weight. But that will maybe never happen. So we just continue do like this. So I will read about it, then I will talk about it later in a new video.
Automotive industry. The automotive industry comprises a wide range of companies and organizations involved in the design, development, manufacturing, marketing, selling, repairing, and modification of motor vehicles. It is one of the world's largest industries by revenue, from 16% such as in France up to 40% in countries such as Slovakia. The word automotive comes from the Greek autos, self, and Latin motivus, of motion, referring to any form of self-powered vehicle. This term, as proposed by Elmer Sperry, 1860-1930, first came into use to describe automobiles in 1898. History, edit. Main article, History of the Automobile. The automotive industry began in the 1860s with hundreds of manufacturers pioneering the horseless carriage. Early car manufacturing involved manual assembly by a human worker. The process evolved from engineers working on a stationary car to a conveyor belt system where the car passed through multiple stations of more specialized engineers. In the 1960s, robotic equipment was introduced, and most cars are now mainly assembled by automated machinery. For many decades, the United States led the world in total automobile production, with the U.S. Big Three General Motors, Ford Motor Company, and Chrysler being the world's three largest auto manufacturers for a time, and GM and Ford remaining the two largest until the mid-2000s. In 1929, before the Great Depression, the world had 32,028,500 automobiles in use, of which the U.S. automobile enterprises produced more than 90%. At that time, the U.S. had one car per 4.87 persons. After 1945, the U.S. produced around 3/4 of the world's auto production. In 1980, the US was overtaken by Japan and then became a world leader again in 1994. Japan narrowly passed the US in production during 2006 and 2007, and in 2008 also China, which in 2009 took the top spot, from Japan, with 13.8 million units, although the US surpassed Japan in 2011, to become the second largest automobile industry. In 2024, China produced more than 31 million vehicles in a year, after breaking 30 million in 2023, reaching 29 million for the first time in 2017 and 28 million the year before. In 2024, China produced the most passenger cars in the world, with Japan, India, Germany, and South Korea trailing. This was achieved by Chinese car companies signing joint ventures with foreign manufacturers. From 1970, 140 models, to 1998, 260 models, to 2012, 684 models, the number of automobile models in the US has grown exponentially. Safety, edit. Main article, Automobile Safety. See also, 2009-2011 Toyota Vehicle Recalls, General Motors Ignition Switch Recalls, and Firestone and Ford Tire Controversy. Safety is a state that implies being protected from any risk, danger, damage, or cause of injury. In the automotive industry, safety means that users, operators, or manufacturers do not face any risk or danger coming from the motor vehicle or its spare parts. Safety for the automobiles themselves implies that there is no risk of damage. Safety in the automotive industry is particularly important and therefore highly regulated. Automobiles and other motor vehicles have to comply with a certain number of regulations, whether local or international, in order to be accepted on the market. The standard ISO 26262 is considered one of the best practice frameworks for achieving automotive functional safety. In case of safety issues, danger, product defect, or faulty procedure during the manufacturing of the motor vehicle, the maker can request to return either a batch or the entire production run. This procedure is called product recall. Product recalls happen in every industry and can be production related or stem from raw materials. Product and operation tests and inspections at different stages of the value chain are made to avoid these product recalls by ensuring end-user security and safety and compliance with the automotive industry requirements. However, the automotive industry is still particularly concerned about product recalls, which cause considerable financial consequences. Economy, edit. See also, automotive industry by country. In 2007, there were about 806 million cars and light trucks on the road, consuming over 980 billion liters, 980 million m, of gasoline and diesel fuel yearly. The automobile is a primary mode of transportation for many developed economies. The Detroit branch of Boston Consulting Group predicted that, by 2014, one-third of world demand would be in the 4 BRIC markets: Brazil, Russia, India, and China. Meanwhile, in developed countries, the automotive industry has slowed. It is also expected that this trend will continue, especially as the younger generations of people, in highly urbanized countries, no longer want to own a car, and prefer other modes of transport. Other potentially powerful automotive markets are Iran and Indonesia. Emerging automobile markets already buy more cars than established markets. According to a J.D. Power study, emerging markets accounted for 51% of the global light vehicle sales in 2010. The study, performed in 2010 expected this trend to accelerate. However, more recent reports, 2012, confirmed the opposite, namely that the automotive industry was slowing down even in BRIC countries. In the United States, vehicle sales peaked in 2000, at 17.8 million units. In July 2021, the European Commission released its Fit for 55 legislation package, which contains important guidelines for the future of the automotive industry. All new cars on the European market must be zero-emission vehicles from 2035. The governments of 24 developed countries and a group of major car manufacturers including GM, Ford, Volvo, BYD Auto, Jaguar Land Rover and Mercedes-Benz committed to work towards all sales of new cars and vans being zero-emission globally by 2040, and by no later than 2035 in leading markets. Major car manufacturing nations like the United States, Germany, China, Japan and South Korea, as well as Volkswagen, Toyota, Peugeot, Honda, Nissan and Hyundai, did not pledge. Environmental impacts, edit. The global automotive industry is a major consumer of water. Some estimates surpass 180,000 L, 39,000 imp.gal, of water per car manufactured, depending on whether tire production is included. Production processes that use a significant volume of water include surface treatment, painting, coating, washing, cooling, air conditioning, and boilers, not counting component manufacturing. Paint shop operations consume especially large amounts of water because equipment running on water-based products must also be cleaned with water. In 2022, Tesla's Gigafactory Berlin-Brandenburg ran into legal challenges due to droughts and falling groundwater levels in the region. Brandenburg's economy minister Jörg Steinbach said that while water supply was sufficient during the first stage, more would be needed once Tesla expands the site. The factory would nearly double the water consumption in the Grünheide area, with 1.4 million cubic meters being contracted from local authorities per year, enough for a city of around 40,000 people. Steinbach said that the authorities would like to drill for more water there and outsource any additional supply if necessary. World Motor Vehicle Production, edit. By year, edit. See also, list of countries by motor vehicle production. Year production change ref. 1997 54,434,000. 1998 52,987,000 2.7%. 1999 56,258,892 6.2%. 2000 58,374,162 3.8%. 2001 56,304,925 3.5%. 2002 58,994,318 4.8%. 2003 60,663,225 2.8%. 2004 64,496,226.3%. 2005 66,482,439 3.1%. 2006 69,222,975 4.1%. 2007 73,266,061 5.8%. 2008 70,520,493 3.7%. 2009 61,791,868 12.4%. 2010 77,857,705 26.0%. 2011 79,989,155 3.1%. 2012 84,141,209 5.3%. 2013 87,300,115 3.7%. 2014 89,747,432.6%. 2015 90,086,346 0.4%. 2016 94,976,569 4.5%. 2017 97,302,534 2.36%. 2018 95,634,593 1.71%. 2019 91,786,861 5.2%. 2020 77,621,582 16%. 2021 80,145,988 3.25%. 2022 85,016,728 6.08%. Percentage of exported cars by country, 2014. By country, edit. Main article, Automotive industry by country. The OICA counts over 50 countries that assemble, manufacture, or disseminate automobiles. Of those, only 15 countries, bold-faced in the list below, currently possess the capability to design original production automobiles from the ground up, and 17 countries, listed below, have at least 1 million produced vehicles a year, as of 2023. 1 Algeria. 2 Argentina. 3 Australia, main page. 4 Austria. 5 Azerbaijan. 6 Bangladesh, main page. 7 Belarus, main page. 8 Belgium. 9 Brazil, main page. 10 Bulgaria, main page. 11 Canada, main page. 12 China, main page. 13 Colombia. 14 Czech Republic, main page. 15 Ecuador. 16 Egypt, main page. 17 Finland. 18 France, main page. 19 Ghana, main page. 20 Germany, main page. 21 Hungary, main page. 22 India, main page. 23 Indonesia, main page. 24 Iran, main page. 25 Italy, main page. 26 Japan, main page. 27 Jordan. 28 Kazakhstan. 29 Kenya, main page. 30 Republic of Korea, South Korea, main page. 31 Malaysia, main page. 32 Mexico, main page. 33 Morocco, main page. 34 Netherlands. 35 Pakistan, main page. 36 Philippines, main page. 37 Poland, main page. 38 Portugal. 39 Romania, main page. 40 Russia, main page. 41 Serbia, main page. 42 Slovakia, main page. 43 Slovenia. 44 South Africa, main page. 45 Spain, main page. 46 Sweden, main page. 47 Syria. 48 Thailand, main page. 49 Tunisia. 50 Turkey, main page. 51 Ukraine, main page. 52 United Kingdom, main page. 53 United States, main page. 54 Uzbekistan, main page. 55 Venezuela. 56 Vietnam, main page. Country produced vehicles 2023. China plus Taiwan 30,160,966. 30,446,928. USA 10,611,555. Japan 8,997,440. India 5,851,507. Republic of Korea 4,243,597. Germany 4,109,371. Mexico 4,002,047. Spain 2,451,221. Brazil 2,324,838. Thailand 1,841,663. Canada 1,553,026. France 1,505,076. Turkey 1,468,393. Czechia 1,404,501. Indonesia 1,395,717. Slovakia 1,080,000. UK 1,025,474. By manufacturer, edit. Main article, list of manufacturers by motor vehicle production. See also, list of car brands. Top 10, 2016-2020, edit. These were the 10 largest manufacturers by production volume as of 2017, of which the 8 largest were in the top 8 positions since Fiat's 2013 acquisition of the Chrysler Corporation, although the PSA Group had been in the top 8 1999 to 2012. And 2007 to 2012 one of the 8 largest along with the 7 largest as of 2017, and the 5 largest in the top 5 positions since 2007, according to OICA, which, however, stopped publishing statistics of motor vehicle production by manufacturer after 2017. All 10 remained as the 10 largest automakers by sales until the merger between Fiat Chrysler and the PSA Group in early 2021. Only Renault was degraded to 11th place in 2022, when being surpassed by both BMW, which became the 10th largest in 2021, and Changan. Rank Group country produced vehicles 2017 sold vehicles. 2018 sold vehicles. 2019 1 Toyota Japan 10,466,051 10,521,134 10,741,556 2 Volkswagen Group Germany 10,382,334 10,831,232 10,975,352 3 General Motors. Except site Granville, United States 9,027,658 6,800,000